with its neighbors. Major Mohammad Ali Shah joins us on the broadcast. A very good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us. Now, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that the government is ensuring that Pakistan remained on the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force. However, we also, so how do you witness, how do you see how's India's relationship with Pakistan and China in the past few years has been going through a turmoil, especially after the Galwan Valley incident. We have witnessed that India has taken a hardline stance that was required, and at the same time, it also seems like a two-front war with Pakistan and China that India is currently at the crossovers. Your thoughts, sir?
Just we were just discussing a while back, you were discussing with Commander Rahul Bakshi about the ISI in Afghanistan have been told to demolish the Indian structure that they built. So now, when Pakistan also adds to that, because 10,000 Pakistani supporters of Taliban have entered Afghanistan, this adds further pressure on Pakistan to come under FATF. They should realize that firstly. Now, Pakistan is already in the grey area, and which they are likely to get blacklisted. And yes, External Affairs Minister Mr. Jaishankar has correctly said that we will continue mounting the pressure on Pakistan to ensure that they stay in the grey area. So now, because Pakistan already, just before the FATF meeting, they play these dramatics where they call Hafiz Syed and they get him into prison for financing terror activities, not for charges of terror, but for indirectly financing terrorist activities. And there are civil wars happening in Pakistan. We all know what happened in Sindh province. They picked up an IG from it's the only country which I feel where the army and the militants are hand in glove, they fight together. And see, in India what happens, we respect our seniors from the army. They were the plot to assassinate General Bajwa less than a month back. It was a 111 brigade of the Pakistan army which foiled this attempt. So Pakistan is in trouble right now. They are in deep trouble. They are in debt, and US is slowly and gradually withdrawing support from Pakistan. Pakistan is likely to get blacklisted, which I am certain it would. And that pressure to be mounted on them, it is very, very important. Otherwise, they try funny with us. A peace-loving country like India, and Pakistan will never improve. Now, Pakistan is going to take a very strategic advantage of this, and they will see what is happening between India and China at the moment. As we all know, the relationship between China and India are not at the best of it right now. Though yes, there have been diplomatic talks, there have been military level talks, there have been commander level talks. Pakistan is trying to do its best because that's one country which does not actually look after its own affairs. The trouble with Pakistan is actually they peep into the neighbor's window and they are more interested in knowing what is happening there and how they can poke their nose inside. I think Pakistan would be better off if they meddle with their own affairs, and I think Imran Khan Sahab would have been better off playing cricket for its country than getting into politics for that matter. Then Pakistan would not have been in the grey area of FATF.
Right, so he might score some innings over there rather than wasting his time in the country and with its own people. The coincidence or conspiracy that something is dwelling right now in China. China has reported first death due to monkey bee virus. A Beijing-based veterinary surgeon was infected with the virus. Major Mohammad Ali Shah and Dr. V.N. Jha still with us on the broadcast. Major Mohammad Ali Shah, I'll come to you first. What do you think of this monkey bee virus? Do you think that this is a coincidence which keeps happening in China, or is it yet another conspiracy of China?
See, if you ask me personally, I would certainly term it as a biological warfare. There is nothing but what Sun Tzu's teachings are. Sun Tzu was a Chinese author, like in India we have Chanakya, the way we fight wars. So he wrote this book, The Art of War. In that, very clearly, in paragraph 2, chapter chapter 2, paragraph 4, line 2, he's clearly said the acme of a military general is to win wars without fighting. So that's exactly what China is trying to do. Psychological warfare, biological warfare, cyber warfare. They have made invisible invasion in the cyberspace. Now, when we talk about this monkey virus coming in, first it was corona, and accidentally from Wuhan lab, the virus must have been leaked. Now, isn't it too much of a coincidence if we put all our common sense together and we say, okay, Chinese people have a different diet, respecting that and just being fair to the Chinese there, fine. But then, if we are too fair to them, they are taking advantage of that. And this is too much of a coincidence. I don't believe it can be a coincidence repeatedly. Once or twice agreed, but repeatedly, no, it was not a coincidence. It's definitely a
Right, sir.
biological warfare which has been launched by China. Because again, if you see militarily,
Right,
their
sir. Sir,
military
I'll have
aspect,
to
they are
interrupt
not
you
as-
here. Sir, I'll have to interrupt you here. Prime Minister Modi has reached the Parliament. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast and for all the insights.